Ladies and gentlemen, it is your host Jaden Washington of the True Podcast here today. In today's Spiritual Side of Success episode, we'll be talking about the marvelous power of thinking. And, I was thinking about this, as, an occasional thought. And, I started to examine it and, I really started to wonder, why do we think some of the things that we think? Why do we have limiting beliefs on ourselves? And where did they come from? And understanding that limitations is a form of thinking. Thinking limitations sets you back, sets your higher self from reaching out into the exterior world. Because that's how powerful our thoughts are. Our thoughts literally either form our future or destroy our future. Now, I have notes written down here to kind of guide us through, and explaining why the power of thinking is so key, and controlling your thoughts will help you form stronger thought patterns, form stronger thought habits that will have you locked on to where you want to be, right? A trained mind knows that every transaction must benefit every person who is in any way connected with the transaction, right? So whatever transactions you have with your friends, your family, your relations, your experiences, really anything and anyone who is involved with any transaction and every transaction you make, it should benefit that person. It should benefit every person. There shouldn't be one person who really isn't getting benefited in any transaction in your life. And this is so key because thinking and critical thinking and conscious thought between these transactions and real feelings towards it can help you control these transactions, right? And any attempt to profit by the weakness, ignorance, or necessity of another will inevitably operate to his disadvantage. So operating in weakness, operating in ignorance, and operating in really a selfish manner when it comes to other people, other relations, your family, friends, or whoever is in your main group for success, operating in any type of negative connotation will lead you in a disadvantage to building better relations, right? And this is very, very key. But this is why the power of thinking really forms all this. And, the power of thinking can relate to every aspect in your life. It takes thought in everything we do to make conscious, right decisions, conscious, right moves in life to get to where we want to be. So this will be, and explaining and basically summing up everything I said from the beginning on to right now, all of this is because the individual is a part of the universal, right? The universal mind. And so a part cannot antagonize any other part because the welfare of each part depends upon a recognition of the interests of the whole. You got to be looking at the big picture. You can't be looking at something smaller when the bigger picture is the whole, and you have to operate off the whole because that's where the energy is coming from. That's where the thought power is coming from the whole generalized picture. And that's why it's so important to understand controlling your thoughts. Now, thought power is directly correlated to the law of abundance, depending on the thoughts that you're thinking about. Now, there's three key traits that you need to understand with the law of abundance, and I'm going to go over them and list them down right now. I would suggest you write them down. Traits of the law of abundance. Number 1, you can eliminate vagrant thoughts with facility. You can eliminate vagrant thoughts with facility. So any negative thoughts you have, any disencouraging thoughts you have, you can facilitate that by thinking positive, uprising thoughts, motivational thoughts, successful thoughts, abundant thoughts, right? That's the first one. Number 2, you can readily concentrate to the highest possible degree on any subject, right? And this is all off of thinking, which correlates and co-aligns with the law of abundance off of thought that you have. So being in tune with your thoughts, being in tune with the frequency of abundance, you can now train yourself to concentrate to the highest possible degree on any subject. Very, very powerful, very, very key to understand. Number 3, You do not waste time or money upon objects which cannot be of any benefit to you, right? All your energy, all your resources are going into things that benefit not just you, but people around you. Even bettering yourself is not just bettering you, of course, we all know that, but it's bettering the situations you get in. It's bettering the experiences. It's bettering the circumstances. It's bettering the people, the conversations, the information, the manifestations. It's all increasing as you tap into your higher self, you tap into your higher thoughts, and you attract all of these different aspects of the universe, right? And it's so key to understand that all of this is simultaneously all working at the same time. As you're becoming better, as you're becoming a multimillionaire, as you're becoming a successful young woman or young man, you're attracting the forces that you need universally to then keep moving forward and leveling up on a consistent basis, right? And these two lines are going to be so key. I can be what I will to be. You can be what you will to be. You can be what you will to be. You have to have the will to do anything. If you don't have the will, you'll never go out and do it. You got to be willing. You got to be open. So coming into a thorough understanding of the true nature of the I, which is your universal higher self, which is really the infinite. Coming into the thorough understanding of the true nature of the I, if you do, you will become invincible. And this is very true. Your soul is divine. So tapping into that makes you that divine frequencies, that divine being in the outer physical world. So this basically means that your objects and purposes are constructive and you're in harmony with the creative principle of the universe. So you're in harmony and you're in tune with the frequency of the universe. And that's why you're moving in the exterior world in a way that can't be matched because it's in flow state, right? It's flow. You're with the flow of the universe. So when we start something, all right, and this all ties in, which is very, very key. These are key points that I'm about to touch up on. I'm going to touch on 3 last key points about the power of thinking and how it all ties into abundance or the law of abundance, right? So when we start something and we do not complete it or make a resolution and do not keep it, we are forming the habit of failure. And doing this and not being conscious of doing it, you have to understand, whatever you start, you must finish. If you do not intend to do a thing, don't start it. If you do not intend to do it, do not start it. If you do start it whatsoever, let's say you do start it, see it through even if the heavens are falling. Don't give up, because you giving up on what you were planning on completing and what you started on is you saying, I don't believe in myself to finish this. And your mind, your subconscious mind, doesn't know the difference between you giving up on something, which is failure, and you continuing to do it, which is success. Persistence and consistency. When you continue to do it, you're building traits, you're aligning yourself with the universal intelligence, right? And here's another key. If you make up your mind to do something, do it. If you make up your mind to do something, do it. And just keep in mind, let nothing, no one interfere. Let nothing and no one interfere with this. The I in you has determined the thing is settled. Let me read that again. Let nothing and no one interfere. The I in you, the infinite in you, has determined that the thing is settled. Your higher self, when you made that decision to start something, when you made that decision in your mind to start that thing, don't let anything stop you, because your higher self already confirmed that this can be done for you. So when you have learned to control yourself, this is the last key topic of the day. When you have learned to control yourself, you will have found the world within, which controls the world without. That's how everything in this universe operates. The world within is controlling the entire outer world. Understanding and becoming aware of this principle, of this philosophy, of this fact, of this theory, not even a theory, it's a fact. Being aware of this fact puts you on a frequency of universal intelligence, which is so key, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this spiritual side of success episode. I'll be dropping more of these on a consistent basis. And understand that you have the power within you the entire time. You just got to be aware of it and go out and do it. It's your host, Jaden Washington, of this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.